Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to do green screening. Now, what is green screening, you ask? Well, have you ever seen a movie or a YouTube video where there's a background that there's just like no way that they could have gotten that background in real life? Well, they probably used the green screening technique. Now you see the background behind me? I didn't make this in real life. I used the green screen. Hold on a second, let me show you. Okay, so what I have behind me is just a green bed sheet. Okay, now this is what I'm using for my green screen. Now, this technique is used by a lot of people to make a background that's not possible in real life. And and you just take the film with the green screen behind it, then you put it into a computer editing program, then you can take out this green color and put in a background. Now I'm going to show you how to set up the green screen area. I'm going to show you the camera positioning and the positioning of the actors. Then I'm going to show you the editing. Let's go. So now I'm going to show you my set. Now, here I am at home, here's the chair that I sat in, and behind the chair is the green screen, which is basically, as I told you, a green bed sheet that I pinned up to the wall, thumbtacks, and yeah. Now, that's just not it, you know. You also have to light up the green screen, okay? So to light up my green screen, I had two lamps to light it up. And so here's one lamp, and there's the other lamp. Now you have to have the lighting to light up the green screen, because if it's not evenly lit, I mean, you don't have to have the light. If it's already evenly lit naturally, then that's okay. But it's a good idea to have them, because if it's not evenly lit and you put the video into the computer program, then when you put in the background, it's going to be all messed up. It's not going to work. So it's good to have at least two lights. The professionals usually have about 3 lights. That's two to light up the green screen from both sides, and usually one in front of the actor to light up the actor's face. Now, I've already got a couple of lights on already to light myself up, so that's not a problem, and it's also daytime, so that's okay. But yeah, just to be totally professional, you're gonna want to get one of those. Okay, so what materials can you use to make a green screen? Well, now, okay, so the best material to use is the professional things. There's a lot of those which you can order online, but you can also use things like I did, like cotton bed sheets. Now, if you don't want to spend a lot of money on a green screen, this is probably the best idea. So you may be thinking, okay, well, what if I can get a big sheet of green paper? Well, I've already tried that. It doesn't work very well. Okay, so it's not easy to transport. A green screen should be easy to transport. Like this bed sheet right here. It's not too heavy. I mean, it's just a bed sheet, and so paper is not okay. So you can roll up paper, but if you get paper wrinkled, remember I said how you're supposed to have even lighting? Well, if the paper gets wrinkled, there's going to be shadows, and that's going to be a different color. And then that's the green screen, the computer program isn't going to render it correctly. Now, you shouldn't use a plastic sheet either, like a sheet of, plastic. So that also gets wrinkled more easily. It actually gets wrinkled more easily than paper. The best thing to use is cloth. Now, that's actually what most professionals use, but there's a special type of cloth. It's like a muslin, if you ever heard of that. You can look that up, and that's like the best stuff to use for green screening. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the camera positioning that you should use for green screening, and alright, so let's get started. Alright, so here where I sit. As you can see, I sit in front of the lamps, And that is because if I sit behind the lamps, closer to the green screen, then that's going to cast a shadow onto the green screen, and that's something that you don't want. Okay, so if you cast a shadow on the green screen, that's going to be a different color, and the computer program is not going to recognize it as the same color as the green screen. Okay, so you want to be in front of the lamps, yeah, and usually if you've got enough space, you should be around 5 feet away from the green screen. And now since I don't have too much space for the green screen, I can't sit that far, but it'll still be okay because I don't cast any shadows on the green screen. Okay, yeah, and that also has a lot to do with lights, how you position your lights. You know, if you should put, and also, yeah, so the positioning of the lights. You should have your lights basically parallel with the green screen, just a little bit inverted inward, because so you can light across the green screen, and then have the other light also inverted slightly inward. But you still want to have it parallel. You still want to have it parallel to the green screen. Okay, and so where do you place your camera? Well, most people use a tripod, but if you don't have a tripod, like I don't, I just used a box and another box to stack my camera on top of, and then this creates the green screen setup. Okay, and that's how you do it. Alright. Also, when lighting, you should try not to have any hot spots or cold spots on your green screen. Now, I'll show you what I mean by that right now. So, here I've got my lamp. On the green screen, you can see it's basically an even color the whole way through. Now, if I turn up my lamp just a bit, see, it creates like a brighter spot right there in the middle of the green screen, right? So we don't want that, and that's because even the computer screen will recognize that, and it will take that as a different color. So that is a hot spot. And basically, okay, now I think you can tell what a cold spot is. It's when there's a spot on the green screen where it's not lit enough. Like, if I just remove down like that, see, there's going to be a cold spot like somewhere up here. Alright, so that is hot spots and cold spots. Now I'm going to show you some camera tricks that you can use to make yourself look professional. Like, the first thing I'm going to do is show how to be like a weatherman. Like, you know, weathermen, they don't have a projector projecting the numbers back onto like a wall, and they just point at them. They have actually a green screen behind them. And they don't need to look back to the green screen. They don't need to look back because it's just a green screen, and they have a computer screen behind the camera showing them the numbers and the weather temperatures that they need to say, and that's how they look really professional. Now I'm gonna show you how to do that now. So on Thursday we're gonna have lots of sun in Toronto. It's gonna be up at 18 degrees, and on Friday we're gonna have 17 degrees but still sunny. On Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be a bit cloudy, but it's going to be up at 20 degrees, and on Monday, it's going to be overcast, but it's going to be up at 21 degrees. Tuesday, it's going to be rainy, it's going to drop down to 17, and on Wednesday, yeah, sorry, we're going to have some thunder. I'm just kidding. It's just a fake news report. So yeah. Weather reporters can also use this technique of green screening to make their backgrounds, instead of using a projector, just projecting their numbers.